This is Professor Shailesh Janvanthu in BCCA GS College of Commerce, Varda. Today's topic is the basic concept of OOPS in programming in C++. You already know that every language has its own concept. Without that concept, we cannot understand how and what type of work can be done in a programming. Okay? So, before starting the C++, we should know the basic concept of OOPS, that is called Object Oriented Programming. In last set, you learn about the C language. C language is a procedural language. SPP paradigm is used. In C++ or object-oriented programming or programming in C++ use the object-oriented programming concept or paradigm. So we should know all the concept or basic concept on which this object-oriented programming is based on. So the basic concept of OOPS, that is called object-oriented programming, is object, classes, data abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, dynamic binding, and message passing. So number one is the object. Just like in C language, we see that all the structures or unions, you know what is structure and union? Structure is a user-defined data type. Union also user-defined data type, where we can combine different type of data types in a one head. That head can be used or created by the user using the struct keyword. Using the struct keyword. Same way, for accessing the structure or structure user-defined data type, we have to create a particular object. Okay? By using that object, we can access all the data or all the data types which are available in a or multiple data types which are available in a structure. Means without object we cannot access the element of structures. Okay? Same way, when we discuss about the C or C++ object oriented programming, the object is a basic or most important runtime activity or event. We can say that the event or the object on which all the accession can be given to that object. Just like when we want to create a variable of A is nothing but the object of integer, means it has all the capability of integer data type which can store and access the data type of A. Same way in C++ we create an object that runtime event or the runtime element or object is needed. Okay, so without that object we cannot access the classes. Okay, so second one is called as a classes. Classes are user defined data type where we can combine all the data types as well as we can create the member function also. Structure has a limitation, that is in structure or union we just make or we just encapsulate or create the data types or data members. Okay, but the classes has the capability to store object, means data members, as well as member functions, means data members means and member function. Member function. Data members means variables and functions, you already know what is functions. So the functions, member functions means combination of data member and member function with the same scope can be added using the classes. Classes may be a real time or real time. We can say that if we consider a fruit is a class, and mango, apple, banana, these are the member, okay, and member functions. Same way means when we create a class, after creating a class, we need to access that class members and member functions, and to access this data member and member function we need a again object. Means to access the classes we need to create an object of that class, and that object can be access all the data member and member function of a class. Class is also a user defined data type, just like a structure, but structure has a limitation. It only created user defined data type using the predefined data types, okay, and classes are used to hold data member as well as the member functions. Now third is called as a encapsulation. Encapsulation means encapsulate the values or collect the values in a one bunch or one scope. Just like in structure you already we discussed that structure. In using the struct keyword we use this structure, okay. In the scope of structure we define the members, okay, structure member, just like integer A, float B, okay. So these two members can be accessible only by the structured object or variable. Means it can be encapsulate the values. Encapsulate means to hide the values into one scope. Same way in classes we already say that the class can contain the data member and member functions. Member functions has the ability to access all the data members. Means all things are in a scope. Encapsulate in a scope, okay. So encapsulate means data hiding into a particular scope. Same way the data abstraction. Now the data abstraction means access the value which is stored or which are encapsulated into the class, okay. Just like we discussed about that A and B, integer A and B of struct variable can be or struct user defined data type, okay. The student, we should create the object of the student to access A and B. Means to abstract the values which are stored into the variable, or we can say that the member data members that can be used by using the abstraction, okay. So data abstractions never be done without object. So the data abstractions or data abstraction concept is say that you should access the data which are stored onto the data members only by the object. Object can access the member function, and member functions has the ability to access data members of a class.